With fall sports postponed due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Holmen Vikings football team is revving up for their unprecedented spring season. In the fall of 2020, the Holmen Athletics Department and coaches made the decision to move all fall sports to the spring. The decision was a result of the rising COVID-19 cases in the greater Holmen area and the concerns about contact tracing and social distancing in large teams. The decision was a hard one for coaches to make, but head coach Travis Kowalski says the main concern was that of student safety and student health.
I said, you know what, if it gives our kids a chance to play football, let's do it. I mean, it's a little bit different because there's no playoffs, there's no conference champion. We only get 5 games, so we don't overlap spring sports more than we already do. So, I mean, it's a little bit bittersweet, but it still gives us a chance to play.
There were many adverse reactions to the setback, but the majority of students held feelings of uncertainty. One of these students was Walter Ranis, a tight end player for the Holmen Vikings.
I was a little uncertain to begin with because it sort of got canceled in the fall, and I wasn't sure if that was going to continue in the spring.
But alongside these feelings of uncertainty, some were able to hold on to hope for the spring season to come. Amber Eddy, a senior and team captain, says that even with the uncertainty of the COVID-19 pandemic, she was hopeful and thankful for a season at all.
Maybe it's like a better thing that we can have it in the spring. Maybe we'll actually get to have like a normal season.
And the hope to give students their football season has come true. The Holmen Vikings kicked off their season on Friday, March 26th, with a win of 21-6 against the Logan Rangers. But their football season continues to hold many struggles and challenges related to the pandemic, including limited practice times.
We only had 5 practices on an actual football field before we played our first game last Friday out of 14 practices. So that was very challenging.
Along with limited practice hours, the team is also trying to follow COVID-19 guidelines by modifying their facial coverings, sanitizing equipment, and distancing as much as possible.
You have to wear masks at all time, whether it's the mask that we have on our football helmet or just a normal mask.
You have to go in there and sanitize all the mats, and we had to have the gym sanitized. You have to sanitize footballs.
And with these precautions set in place, the team was able to practice for their first home game against the Central Riverhawks on Thursday, April 1st. Right after kickoff, Central took a strong lead by rushing the ball down the sidelines and into the end zone. Touchdown for the Riverhawks and a strong start to a long game. Score 7-0. Later on in the first half, Mason Herletsky scores a touchdown for the Riverhawks, making the score 14-0. But as it picks up in the second quarter, the Vikings throw a swing pass into the flag. Nathan Nevela took it into the end zone for a touchdown, bringing the score to 14-7. Then later, with a minute to go before half, Brandon Graw takes a handoff and runs down the sidelines, weaving through defenders and is finally wrangled down inside the 10-yard line. But that would only set up Sam Barnett to plow into the end zone with a touchdown. We're tied at the half, 14-14. On to the second half now, starting with Mason Herletsky calling his own number and touchdown! Riverhawks on top, 21-14. Then the Vikings elect to respond with a field goal. Spencer Malone kicks it through, making the score 21-17. Central still up. Next possession for the Vikings, it's Luke LeClaire calling his own number as he finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown. The Vikings have their first lead of 24-21 with 5 minutes left to go in the game. But the Riverhawks had a comeback in mind as Jackson Warren catches the ball and walks into the end zone. And that's the dagger to end the game. The final score ends in a Central victory of 35-24. With the loss against Central on the team's mind, the Vikings are ready to practice harder and look forward to having a football season. But until the season's end, the team is planning on enjoying it just one game at a time.
We got an opportunity. I said, we get 1 game, let's play it, let's enjoy it. If we get 2 games, let's play it, enjoy it. If we get 3, let's play those and then enjoy them and not look too far ahead.
The Vikings do have 3 additional games planned for the season. Their next game is scheduled for Friday, April 9th at 7 p.m. in Menasha, Wisconsin. Those wishing to view the game can do so virtually on the Holmen High School football webpage for a live stream of the face-off between the Holmen Vikings and the Menasha Blue Jays.